Wait till I get to California. I'm going to reach up and pick me orange whenever I want it. Or some grapes. No. There's something I ain't never had enough of. I'm going to get me a whole big bunch of grapes off in the bush, and I'm going to squash them all over my face and let the juice drain down off in my chin.
Yes, the grapes of wrath, the mass migration during the Depression. My friends, we are seeing another migration, and this time it's not to the state of California, it's out of the state of California. And this time, work is not the cause, but taxes and more taxes, and people are sick and tired of their state's annual pound of flesh. In the state of California and New York, it's 2 pounds of flesh.
All this from a slice of gabagool.
Now, if you put a cup to the wall and listen closely, dear realtor and lender, you'll hear opportunity. For example, did you know that if I lived in New York and I moved to Florida and I made $150,000 a year, I'd save $48,695 in taxes? It's unbelievable. If I made $200,000 a year, I'd save $64,000, and the numbers just keep on getting better the more money I make, so why wouldn't I move?
Here's to us.
Did you know if you move to a state with no state income taxes and you earned $100,000 a year, you'll automatically save about $10,000 per year just by setting up shop in another state? Multiply this by 20 years and bake in a 4% annual return, you'll come out with $310,000 more bucks to you in the bank. Hell, 10 years alone would provide you with enough money, about $125,000, to buy yourself a Porsche 911. A 2022, I mean, almost new, but that's something, isn't it? Did you know that 7 states in the union have no state income taxes? Alaska, Florida, Nevada, South Dakota, Texas, Washington, and Wyoming. 2 others, New Hampshire and Tennessee, tax only dividend and interest income. Alaska residents, hell, they even get annual oil credits. They actually pay you to live in Alaska. It's still Alaska, but you get the point. Now, I've known people who've actually left Northern California where I live. They've made the 3-hour drive over the Sierra Mountains and posted up shop outside of Reno or Carson City and saved enough money in taxes to buy a freaking house. It's like, move to Nevada and we'll throw in a house free of charge. At this point, why the hell wouldn't you do it? You have 7 states to choose from, but here's the point. Loan officers, if you're in the business of getting licensed in other states, as I know a lot of you are, and especially if you border these states, and in this order, get Florida, Nevada, then Texas, Washington, South Dakota, Wyoming, then Alaska. Probably don't even worry about the last 3. Realtors, if you live in these states, you'll need to have a major outreach program to surrounding state agents to set up referral networks. You should time block a minimum of 1 hour per week for the foreseeable future and make this a marketing priority for you. People are moving to tax-friendly states in droves. Did you know that California and New York combined lost $90 billion in taxes due to migrations out of their states by businesses and people who are sick of record and historically high taxes? COVID has just hastened the migration. And I gotta tell you, a smart agent and lender would recognize this trend and do it together. Plan accordingly. The income losses for California and New York in 2021 were more than 3 times their combined losses in 2019. Before the pandemic took hold of the United States, and it's still growing. Listen, a brilliant realtor and loan officer are going to work together on this. And understand, there's an analog and there's a digital approach, but it needs to start with you today. Thank you. And if you need help with some marketing approaches for this, let's see what TJ has to say.
Have you been utilizing stock photos in your social media posts and you're just not getting the clicks or the likes that you're looking for? If so, I'm going to show you an easy way that you can create images that will not only build your brand, but engage your target audience. This is TJ Barker from Mortgage Loan Officer Network and Loan Officer Leads Academy, and this is your tip of the week. All right, step 1, grab your phone, put it in portrait mode, take some selfies, have someone take some pictures of you. It's important. Remember, we're moving away from stock photos and starting to build your brand. Upload those images into Canva. If you don't have a Canva account, get one. It's free. Then we're going to go ahead and click Create a Design. I like to utilize 1080 by 1080 Instagram. All right, now all we have to do, let's find our picture. We're going to drag and drop this in here. Adjust the size as you want to, and we'll leave some space here for our headline. Then we'll go to Elements. Just grab one of these shapes. You can drag and drop this over here. Again, resize, change the color. And finally, we want to add a headline. So just go ahead and pull this in here. Put your headline in and put a headline calling out your target audience. So again, go ahead and resize this, change the color on this, be creative, have fun with this. Remember, this is about moving away from stock photos that everybody else utilizes, building your brand. When I do this, I increase my engagement at least tenfold every single time. Be consistent with this, and I promise you will do the same thing. Once again, this is TJ Barker from Mortgage Loan Officer Network, Loan Officer Leads Academy, and we'll see you on your next tip of the week.
my friends Carl White and Ginger Bell stumbled across something that's breaking all the rules, and that is your benefit. How would you like to be, that's right, in the spotlight? They have a step-by-step program for you to create your own podcast and podcast experience. And I mean, who better to learn from than the guy that has the numero uno podcast in the entire world as it pertains to mortgages? That's right, Carl White. So if you want to be in the spotlight, check this out. Click our banner around here somewhere.
Please, girl, and please me love.